So today's session is about managing remote working. So I don't think I need to let you guys know the gravity of the situation right now. These are very, very tough times and even tougher for the businesses. So if I talk about from a business point of view, we have a lot of challenges that we need to figure out. We have no idea as a business owner, he has no idea how much is the productivity of his employees, or you can't guarantee if we are entering a recession or not. As an employee, I am not able to join a meeting physically there, so it's very, very difficult for me to attend a meeting physically. And meetings are getting hampered, and there's a lot of communication gap, there's lack of team collaboration. So what is the solution for all these things? It's remote working. So today's discussion, today's webinar is going to be around remote working, and we are going to discuss how remote working is the new normal and how all the businesses, small and medium businesses, can adapt remote working. So talking about remote working, uh, as I said earlier, it's the new normal. And as we are venturing into 2020, we can see that remote working is the new future. It's virtual is the new present, and it is going to be like that only. So the challenges that I talked about earlier is supervision issues, communication loopholes, security, managing operational services, and technological hiccups that I bet we all are facing right now. I believe this is the right time to adapt a software into your business, and Techjockey is exactly the platform that you guys are looking for. From sales to customer care to marketing to remote working, everything can be made easier with a Techjockey. We serve we talk about what is techjockey.com. We are an e-commerce platform that helps startups and SMBs drive their businesses. We offer end-to-end IT solutions to resolve business challenges, and we cater to a dynamic automation needs of the industries like IT, education, finance, healthcare, you name it, and we have it. We cater to different software categories as well. There's accounting, there's HRMS, there's cyber security, there's hospital management, marketing, sales. uh, Remote working in all the industries is possible, and we are happy to help you with that. We help you choose, compare, select the right software for your business, and you can even avail free software demo from our site. We have over 1.5 lakh of monthly website visitors. We have 13,000 product offerings and over 5,000 happy customers with us. And we have over 8,000 plus OEMs onboarded. And one of them we have with us right now. We have C-Zentrix. We have Arijit from C-Zentrix, and he is gonna be heading this webinar from now. So Arijit, can we have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to all of you. Ria, can I share my screen, or you'll continue?
Yeah, sure. Let me just make you a host.
Okay.
Your screen name is C-Zentrix only, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a minute. I am seeing that there are several people waiting in the waiting room.
Just a second.
So on behalf of you, I'm just adding them in the meeting.
Sure.
Since I have got the host access now. So sorry guys for keeping some of you waiting. Yes, I think all are joined. So, and I will, can you unshare your screen, or I cannot move this screen. So Ria, can you unshare your screen so that I can share mine?
Yes, of course. Just a second.
You just go on the top and say unshare. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Arijit, I would request you to please record the session as well.
Yeah, it is getting recorded.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So good afternoon to all of you, and thanks Ria and the Techjockey team for organizing this webinar. I think this webinar is very much relevant with its time, and I hope it will be very useful for you from your business standpoint. So those who are not familiar with C-Zentrix, just for an introduction, we are your partner in your customer experience journey. So we provide various customer engagement solutions so that you can deliver uninterrupted service to your customers or your end users. Today, I will drive the webinar content as a, I would say, let's do this way, that if you have all questions, you can use the chat window to put your questions. At the end of the session, maybe Ria or somebody can coordinate and
Yes, of course.
tell the questions to us so that we can answer. If you want to speak also, we can unmute your mic at that point of time. Till that time, please keep our mic muted so that background noise is not disturbing others who are in the conference. So let me continue from here. So we are, yeah, Ria, you are speaking something?
Yeah, can I request you to, keep like checking if we have people
Yeah,
in
it
the
is
waiting
popping
room?
up.
Yeah.
So as it is popping up, we are adding.
Sure, great.
Okay. So this focus today is how do we do remote working? How do we manage this remote working? While we know that this is becoming a new normal, is there a solution to this? And today our focus is looking at the solutions that is possible. And from C-Zentrix, we are currently offering 3 different solutions. So one is on the remote agent, which we'll discuss. The second one is a video call, video chat solution. And third one is a mobile app solution. So when we talk about all these solutions, primarily the solutions are designed from a customer support service team reaching out to customers. But we are also getting requests where it can be used for an application where there's a consulting model, where a doctor wants to consult with a patient or a teacher wants to consult or discuss with a student. So those kind of solutions can be also delivered using the same technology. How we will discuss this as we proceed on these solutions. So let's see as what is the remote agent. So we have been very strong and are dominant player into the contact center business. So the first product of remote agent is primarily targeting from a contact center solution. So before this remote agent, currently how contact centers are run. So most of the contact center which run over on-premise or even for cloud, so they use a dedicated mechanism to respond to customer queries, outbound calling, inbound calling. Now, what we are talking about a remote agent solution, which an agent sitting at home can use this solution. So before we go into slightly technical part, so there are 2 types of remote agents we are talking about. A TDM based remote agent or a SIP based remote agent. So TDM is like the landline phone or a mobile phone that the call comes in, and SIP is where the call comes over a soft phone or a VPN connection or using a WebRTC technology. So let's see what are the 3 solutions that we have for remote agent. Number 1, and this is classical one, the first one on the left hand side, is the laptop or a desktop based solution. Okay, so here what happens is the call is received by the agent over his or her mobile device, but the entire customer data, information, all these things is integrated and is available on the agent interface, which runs on the desktop or a laptop. So obviously, you know that for this a dedicated internet connection is required. The experience is exactly if the agent was sitting at the premise, but here the only thing is the location has changed, but the rest of the things remains the same. Yes, the ability to do both outbound and inbound calling remains this is always there. Customer caller ID, so the agent can find out the caller ID from this application. All standard applications like conference, transfer to call, the call and other things are managed from the agent interface. And the agent is able to fill up all the details, the disposition status, and can see the CRM in front of the screen. Okay, so it's exactly the same. We are just replicating the same experience, but in from a remote location. If the customer already has an on-premise setup of C-Zentrix, they can use VPN connectivity to access this entire solution. Okay, but this is an ideal condition. Most of the time, we do not see this in a home setup. So first of all, having a dedicated desktop or laptop is mandatory in the first one, but in the second one, you do not have that. So here we provide a mobile app, which we call CC mobile app, contact center mobile app. So with this mobile app, the entire customer data that we were seeing in the agent interface, most of it is available in the mobile app. But the call goes through the regular phone, so the agent will receive the call over his phone, but the entire application that the information he will see is on the mobile app. Now, how this is different? Number one is that this call that the agent receives is all dialed out from the server. So the backend remains the same in the three of the solutions that we are seeing. The backend solution remains the same. The server technology, the entire contact center solution remains the same. That means if you are an admin, your experience does not change, nonetheless, in which way the agent is taking the call. So the managing the agent, the list of agent, the campaigns, generating the various reports, monitoring their productivity, everything remains the same for the administrator or supervisor. But here there are three ways the agent can receive. So the second one is where the mobile app, it has a limited CRM information which is coming in, and the agent can still do a call conference or transfer the call from the app. The third solution is where it's a very minimal solution where there is no internet connection, okay, and there is no app. So the agent has, say, a landline at home, okay, or a basic mobile at home. So in that case, the call and everything can be done via the server, but the agent can receive the call, and it is also provided that some of the calls can be disposed over using an IVR. Okay, so currently caller ID is not available, but it is proposed to have a call whispering kind of a feature where the caller ID can be notified to the user when the call arrives. So if I go further on this remote agent, so this is basically, if we look at that the networking diagram, how this is going to happen. So some people who may be interested, we can get into the details, but for most of us, it is a completely a cloud-based solution, as you are seeing, okay? And the agent, depending upon the solution that we are talking about, the three solutions, either the data is flowing, and in case the data is flowing over a mobile device or a desktop or a laptop. So this first two solution is very similar, but when we are talking about the third one, where there is no data coming in, it is only the call, and the call is routed to the agent over a landline or a basic mobile phone. So as you see that all the three solutions are intended towards the agent to work remotely. Okay. And also there are certain security features. For example, the CRM fields. So as a admin, you can mask certain fields so that the agent is not able to view those fields. For example, you do not want the agent to see the entire mobile number. You can mask some of these numbers. You do not want the agent to take a screenshot, so you can, the app protects this kind of things to happen, or you do not want the call to be recorded on the agent side. So these are several other security things that we have considered, knowing that the person has to work from home, and still from a business continuity perspective that is fine, but from a data security also it should not cater to. This is a small video about the contact center app that I was just talking about. You can go to our YouTube channel. So it's, and you can just type C-Zentrix, C with a hyphen, C-Zentrix, and you can see all our videos over there. And this video is also there, which is the contact center app. This video is slightly longer for the interest of all the viewers. I will not try to take through the entire video, but just to give you a glimpse about this, how this app works. It could be a bit slow because of streaming reasons. So let's see. So as you will see here, the mobile app we have can be on the device of the agent. And if you see, the agent now with this mobile app can log into the server. So the agent will have his login credentials and he can log into this app. And then from here itself, so what is interesting about this app is that the standard dialer functionalities, which is like progressive dialing or predictive dialing, so those features can be enabled by the admin. That means it is not only a preview dialing, because preview dialing kills the efficiency of the agent. So most of the people who take a high volume calling would take the progressive dialer. So here, as you see, this sorry, this video is getting, I think there is a slow network. We are not able to play the entire video. Uh, I will pause the video because I guess there is a little bit of lag in my internet connectivity. Ria, are you able to see the screen?
I'm able to see the screen, but the video is not properly streaming.
Okay, okay.
We can maybe just skip the. You
let's,
can.
no, I will give you, yeah. So I will skip the video for the, however, let's look at the benefits. So as you saw that this, with this mobile app, you have the entire contact center capability, okay, which is progressive dialing, the ACD, the entire queue management, everything is there. The only thing is that the agent is not sitting at your office, but sitting at his premises and doing the same thing which he would otherwise do from a contact center solution. Second is the UI. So with this UI, you can see certain CRM fields and the call controls, like moving from preview dialing to progressive dialing, adding more person in the call, making a call conference, transfer the call to another agent, another campaign. So all those capabilities are inside this contact center app. Obviously, it extends presence, making the office entirely virtual. The dashboard, as I said, that entire dashboard, which is one of our very strong point, is providing a very comprehensive dashboard to the supervisor with all information that is possible. We offer by large more than 60 plus default reports for the supervisor. There's a reduced cost using this because initially when this happened, lockdown happened, so a lot of our large clients, okay, to the tune of say very large BPOs, so they started moving desktop and laptop to the agent's home. So which was very expensive and it was not also feasible. And in many times that does not work pretty well. Second thing is that in case that the data and the voice goes over the same Wi-Fi network, then it takes a lot of bandwidth. So in our case, the data is on the Wi-Fi, but the voice is actually over the mobile GSM connection. And we definitely take care of all the securities as I was mentioning earlier. So with
Aniket, we have a question. Can they track their employees' work time from this?
yes, so every time as you see, because this has been largely used by all contact centers where all these things are basic hygiene factor, managing the time, break time, what time he has logged in, logged out. So all those reports are available from the supervisor. So when a agent is taking a break from the mobile app, there's a facility where he has to either go for a break. When he goes for a break, no further calls will be connected to the agent. Okay. And the second thing is can log out after say his or her shift time, then they can log out from this.
And can they use this from, like Vyomesh is asking, can I use this from my field service teams?
Yeah. So field service, what you have to ensure, number one, is that the field person has to have a good internet connectivity. Okay. And for the CC mobile app, we have another solution for field service. If you are only looking at outbound calling, I will come to that. In this case, if you are in the field, then you need to have a VoLTE or 4G connectivity, because then your device, usually if you are using the GSM and the data together, then if you have anything like 3G or 2G, then it will not work because only one of these things will travel. Okay. But if you have a good VoLTE connection, a geo connection and all these things, so field people can as well use it.
And if we talk about the benefits of your product, how can anybody ensure that the data is protected while working from home? How is the security point of view taken care by your product?
Yeah, so just now I mentioned that number one is that we do masking, number masking and field masking. So masking of the data will be done by the supervisor from his admin panel. So he can decide which are the fields that has to be masked and what has to be masked. So for example, you say that I will mask the phone number of the client on the CRM field, or I will only show the last 3 digits of the client. So those things the admin can do from the admin panel. So when the CRM fields pop up on the screen, he or she does not see the full detail. Second thing is that if you see what actually happens is it's all server based calling. So when the customer makes an outbound call, the number is flashed to the agent as well as the end user is the business phone number, or what we call as a DID number. So the agent's number or the customer's number is not seen by each other at any given time. So that is the number information that which we call the personally identifiable information, the PII. Second thing is the screenshots. So if you are at running the CRM on your mobile device, possibility is that you can take a screenshot. So we have done that when you are using this app, then the screenshot is disabled, so you cannot do a screenshot during this time. And third is the call recording. So call recording is anyway prohibited in certain mobile phones. So for example, with Google phones, they have restricted. However, if you have some phones which do a call recording, we are also ensuring that when this app is running, then the call recording functionality is not working at the same time.
Okay.
Is that all, Riya? Can I proceed?
Yes, yes, sure.
So now let me get into the second offer that we are talking about, which is a video chat or a video call solution. So as you know that the closest thing to a face-to-face communication is a video call or video chat. And having said that, we also know that when we are talking face-to-face, this helps in a faster, easy issue resolution. Also, many of interactions require a video discussion. Okay, so let's look from a customer support point of view. And if there is some issue that you are facing, and it is not necessarily always a software related issue where we can do the screen sharing, but if it is a hardware related issue, is the now say a device not working and you want to show the device, so you can use the camera functionality in your mobile device. So that is also a video capability which can resolve the issues faster. Okay. Now, I will tell you about some other use cases. So this is again another video on how this video chat works. So again, I guess now the internet connectivity is slightly better. So just I can explain you, and this video is also in our YouTube channel. Here what we are seeing that the end user is filling up in form in their portal, and the agent is connected on the other side. The agent can enable a video chat if he or she feels the requirement is there, and the end user then gets a notification that a video call is initiated. Now, what we ensure here is that, and these are all configurable, what I am talking about, is in case the business does not want their end user to show up on a video feed, so initially it is muted. The video is muted from the end user side, and only the agent side video is available. If both parties want, so you can enable unmute the video, and the entire discussion can happen over a video call. Okay, there is a snapshot functionality where for certain artifacts that the agent has to collect, he or she can make snapshots. For example, if it is for an insurance application and you want to take the view of the vehicle, so you can take all those snapshots. And these are all stored into the admin panel, so that admin can view all this call recording, the transcript, the video, the snapshots, and everything is available from the admin side. So with this, what is happening is, while you are speaking, you can do far more things rather when you are typing. Okay. Second is it provides an undivided attention to a customer's request, which not only helps the customer, the agent to resolve the issue, but also customer feels far more respected in this kind of a thing. We all experience when we are doing a chat and the response is not coming, and you feel like you are one of the guys in the queue. So here what happens, you can view the customer and the end user each other, the agent and the end user, and try to resolve it.
And
Now,
Arijit, how many users can join in a web meeting? How many? What's the maximum limit?
so there is actually a limit of around 50 users that can be done in a conference mode, because it all depends upon the backend server. So we can offer a wider population to get into a conference, but this is not typically a replacement for a Zoom meeting. This has been designed more from a customer support service or a consulting platform. So for example, we are doing it for a hospital where the doctor wants to consult with a patient, and they can do a voice-based call or they can do a video call, right? So voice-based is an audio-based call or a telephone call that can be initiated, or it can be a video call. Or this could be where we are in, I would say, advanced discussion with a school where they want to do some sessions for their class students. So the teacher can use this platform, put it inside their, say, a learning management system, and then talk and connect with students. So this is again a work from home solution for either it is a remote agent or a remote doctor, you can say, but any either of the actors are all sitting remotely and using this solution.
Yeah.
So I leave you guys to see the video detail in the YouTube channel. Just what are the features? I have explained the features while running the video, but as you see that one way to activate the entire thing could be over a simple phone call. So we have been doing it for a recruitment firm who wants to call the prospect employee over a phone call and then send a SMS. Once the SMS is sent, the SMS has a link basically. And once the prospect employee clicks on the link, the video chat starts and both the parties are connected. So if you see, that's a one-click activation. If the end user did not have to install anything, no application to be installed. You just click and your video chat starts. This is cross-platform supported. That means it can work on devices, on laptop, desktop, or even mobile applications. So if you have a mobile application in-house, then you can use our SDK and have the video chat capability within your app.
Whether it's iOS or Android, both of them?
Yes. So right now we have rolled out for Android because our largest agent population is using Android. Android iOS function has the chat. We have yet to release the video SDK for that.
Okay. Can you please check, Arijit, if we have anybody in the waiting room?
Yeah, I am just admitting more people. Yeah.
We have another question from Riya Pathak. She's asking, can I record my meetings? And is there any time limit to it while recording?
Yeah, so as you saw, maybe in the video it was not clear. The entire thing that is happening, the conversation, it is automatically getting recorded, okay? And the recording happens in the cloud. Now you can, what we actually offer is that you can, this cloud recording will be saved, but then you will have to transfer it to your private network or to your cloud drive, whatever is available. So you can transfer the recording. But yes, all the recordings are there for sure.
Okay, great.
Okay, so any other questions, Ria, for now?
No, I'm just checking in the chat window. If we have any other questions, we can always type in the chat window. I'll let Arijit know about the questions.
Sure. So while I was talking so far about the features, the benefits were also visible. So in this solution, the fact is that there's a text chat, which is always there. So the text and the video are together, interlaid together. You can have the inside video format where both the parties can see each other. Screenshot feature is interesting because in some of our customers' applications, where, for example, they are talking about a high net worth individual and want to do a KYC and those kind of information has to be captured. So screenshot feature enables them to collect those artifacts. And the agent can definitely, depending on context, some of the information that you request or want to discuss can be easily done using a text versus a video. So as we do right now in Zoom, you are asking the question over a text. Similarly, here also you can do. The good part of it is that this can seamlessly integrate with your application. So for example, if you have a hospital management system application, or you have your own CRM, so you can place the widget inside that, so that as a user or as an agent or as a doctor or teacher, you don't have to toggle between different platforms. Everything is within the same platform.
Okay.
Now, another dimension to this is, this was not what we thought of when we initially introduced this product, but some of our customers said that video need not be a necessity, but there are requirements where they need an on-demand audio call. That means there is not a high volume calls that they need to have a business phone and have no dedicated agents listening into the calls. So they are looking for an on-demand audio call. So in that case, there is no video, but if you want to have an audio call, you can just have this on your website, and like you would initiate a chat, you can initiate an audio call and the agent can be connected, and there is no video, but you cannot talk very clearly over an audio call, which is a WebRTC based calling.
Okay, so regarding to audio calls, Arijit, we have Purnima Sharma asking us, can I route inbound calls from my cloud server?
You are talking about a telephony solution, am I right? Can you
Yes.
unmute her for a moment?
Just a second. You are the host, you can unmute her.
Okay. Uh, what's her name? Can you tell me once?
Purnima. Wait, I'll do it.
Yeah, I cannot do unmute.
Yeah, I've unmuted Purnima. Purnima, can
Hi,
you answer,
Purnima.
please? I think there's some network issue.
Okay. So Purnima, if you have, I just wanted to know, when you are talking about your inbound call, is that something from your cloud telephony that you are talking about? Okay, we will park this question. Let her come back. We will discuss this once we come to the Q&A part.
Okay. Sure, Purnima, just hold on your thoughts. We'll just come back to it later.
Okay. So we talked about the remote agent, which is a complete contact center product, contact center application. Second thing was video chat, video call solution. And the third one that you are seeing is C-Zentrix mobile app. And this is interesting because this is primarily meant for outbound calling. So this is for your sales team or telemarketing or telecalling team who can do this from the convenience of their mobile phone. And this does not require a continuous internet connectivity. Okay, let's see how this works. So this is the mobile app as you are seeing on the screen. Here what happens is, as an admin, you upload the list. So you can have you are running, say, Google AdWord campaign, or you are taking from Just Dial, and those things are then integrated with your admin portal, and you are getting all the leads coming into. Now, as an admin, then you can assign those leads to your agents. And once the leads are assigned, the agent will sync up their app. So as soon as they log in, automatically the app syncs up, or they can forcefully sync the app. And all the leads that has been assigned is received by the agent. So as you're seeing on the dashboard, you can see how many are fresh leads that has been assigned to me. If you click on the leads icon, so all the leads are showing over here, right? And agent can do a preview dialing or manual dialing. So when I click on the lead, the call gets connected. Now, again, this call is not via the SIM of the agent. It is via the server of C-Zentrix. So the call, the request is sent to the server. Server connects both the agent and the the end user or the lead, and both are then connected. Again, nobody sees each other's number. The numbers are masked. They only see the business or the DID number. The calls are recorded at the server, and dispositions can be made by the agent when he makes the call, or during or after the call he can fill up. So there are certain fields that can be provided by the admin depending upon the business requirement, and the agent can fill up those fields and then submit it, and it syncs back to the server as soon as the call is over, depending upon whether there is an internet connectivity. If there is no internet connectivity, it resides on the app, and when the agent syncs up, it again uploads the information to the server.
So Arijit, does it have a CRM in it as well?
Yes. So it has, so the CRM fields are customizable. So when the admin creates, so from the admin panel, you can set the CRM fields. For example, you want to put fields like, a hot lead, cold lead, or whatever. Or you want to say that interested, not interested. Those are like disposition fields. You can additionally put certain fields. For example, you want to know the vehicle number of the guy, or you want to take certain other information. So those fields can be created by the admin, and the agent will be able to see those fields when the call is connected or when the call is over on his screen.
And we have Dave asking us, what about the configuration of server for 50 people working at a time?
That is we run a huge contact center solutions, so we do not have concurrency issues. So all the calls are made out from our server, so you do not have to worry about concurrency.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see, some of them think I captured, but see, from agent standpoint, very simple UI as you mentioned, as you had seen, the interaction history. So all the disposition that the agent does, he has the information on his mobile device. So for example, the customer had told that call me back after 2 days or whatever. So this appears as an old lead, but there is an action item. So you can click back on that and look at what was the discussion that happened with the particular customer, a particular lead, and then call her back. So the dispositions options are simple for the agent, and you can set the call reminders as well. On the supervisor side, you have the entire call recordings. You can see the progress of the lead list. We can reassign the leads either to the same agent, or you can transfer it to other agents. So all those manipulations that as a supervisor you would like to do can be done. It's a dashboard which provides you all the daily call statistics, how what were the call recordings, which is the agent, I would say, lead which is maturing, whom should I transfer. For example, a warm lead has become a hot lead, so I want to transfer it to another agent. So all those things can be done by the agent, by the supervisor panel. All the daily agent performance, how many calls they made, what is the break time, what kind of login, logout details, everything is available on the admin portal. So more reasons why you should select. So if you have a business which is fiercely driven from outbound calling, because unlike the first app that you saw, and now I'm differentiating over here, unlike the first app that we showed, has a full blown contact center solution. That means it has inbound and outbound calling. It has progressive and predictive dialers apart from manual caller dialing. It has the inbound based ACD call routing, skill-based mapping, and a queue system. So entire thing that you need for a contact center is there, and it is running over a contact center app. Here, what is a low volume call? You are basically, these people will be primarily driving outbound calls. It will be manually called. But what is interesting here, you do not, as you have seen, that you do not need a dedicated internet connectivity. So if you have a patchy network, is still enabled, and you can receive calls, or you can make outbound calls without the need of an internet connection. So that's so it's a very low cost model, easy to scale. Okay, and as I said that no, you can run across geographies because obviously being a cloud solution, it is not limited to any premise. One more interesting thing is the multilingual support. So, but we have seen some of the sales driven firms who want to call people from that region and they want to engage a speaker or a caller from who knows the local dialect and all. So it is easy to onboard those kind of person and just send the APK or the mobile app to them and they can start pushing out the calls. Optionally, we can integrate with our CRM. We have our full-blown ticketing CRM that can be integrated to this. And all these things that is happening remotely can be centrally managed by the admin from the admin panel as a central location. So just to drive some case study or use cases as we can call them. So here is for a travel company. Maybe it is not a very good time right now to discuss about travel companies use cases. But here, for example, the travel company is receiving leads through various kind of AdWord campaign and other sources. And then they can be synced with their lead management system. And the supervisor can then assign the leads to the sales agent who can then call. And at this time, when you are sending this lead, you can also send certain information about that lead to know what is their potential interest of the trip. The remote sales agent tries to call and tries to convince them and disposes the call and uploads or updates the CRM fields. So the supervisor, the entire data is synced up, the call recording is available, the supervisor is now able to understand who are the leads who could be converted now and maybe assign those now to more, I would say, senior person who can try to make a sales closure. Okay. So similarly, we had another use case for a food delivery company, which is the reverse. So first one we were talking about from a sales standpoint. Here it is more from a support standpoint. There's a complaint about a food and it is fed into a CRM system. And from that, the concerned people are uploaded into the list, which is then sent to the agents, remote agents who can call and take the feedback and maybe having some kind of capability to confirm or if there's a refund that they can do and other things, and then uploads this information into the CRM in the disposition fields, and then the supervisor receives this, then takes necessary action on this. So these are different use cases. There can be many more as you can explore in your business. But what is obvious in a CZ mobile and CC mobile, because they are sounding very similar, so we can say it is as CC and CZ. So CZ mobile is for this kind of purpose, which is not a typical a full-blown contact center, but typically for outbound calling with very patchy internet connectivity on the go. So somebody asked in this webinar earlier that can I use it for my field agent? So if you have this kind of a requirement, I would recommend that you go for this CZ mobile solution. If you have a different kind of a requirement where you need a contact center kind of a solution, you need it for inbound calling as well, then you should go for the CC mobile app. So with this, we are almost at the end of this webinar. So just to conclude, as we have seen so far, 3 solutions, we know that remote working is going to be or is becoming a new normal, as we are seeing for last almost 2 weeks plus. We are all working from home, and it will continue further as we go ahead. So how do we manage in this situation? So there are three solutions that we discussed. One was for remote agent, which is primarily from a contact center solution, can be run remotely. If your contact center is running on premise, which is not the case as of now, but if you have any time, because a lot of our customers who are on premise, they have moved their remote agent login controls to work from home setup. And if you are starting off, then you can take the remote agent solution for cloud. Second solution we talked about is the video chat solution. So where it is about high touch point, deeper interaction, then you go for a video chat solution. And the third one is a mobile app solution where we are talking about a simple solution, outbound calling. You can manage easily with your C-Zentrix mobile app. So while the future is not very encouraging, what we can at least help you is how do you manage your business continuity at this adverse times and explore with one of the solution for your business.
Exactly. So, guys, if we have any other questions, so Ambesh is asking, can I sync my website organic leads through the CRM?
Yeah, so syncing of your organic leads into a CRM. So far that I mentioned was the CRM solution that we have in both the telephony and our CZ mobile application. We will have to do some API integration to get those leads into the CRM platform.
Okay. And then we have Manish Agarwal asking, how is it different from cloud telephony provided by Exital?
Yeah, so I will not like to compare our other companies or businesses.
I'm not
However,
comparing, Arijit, but I would like to know what are the
yeah,
features that set you guys apart from the competition,
yeah. So I will definitely get into it, and it is very interesting because there's a myth around that anything that is in cloud are all same. So, guys, we'll have to understand few things here. There is something called Cloud PBX and Cloud Contact Center as a service. So a Cloud PBX can do some of these things, but not all the things that we discussed. And most of the players that you come across who provides this kind of solution are providing you a PBX solution. So the CZ mobile app is more like a PBX solution, whereas our flagship product, which is our contact center solution, has a huge capability in terms of running a full contact center solution for high volume calling and for very high performance. So because if you take a large contact center, they have a lot of operational KPIs to be managed. So that is where you need a full contact center solution. If you are a small business, as we said, and you just may need certain number of outbound calling and inbound calling, then a CZ mobile app is suitable for you.
Okay. So
Another
Atul,
thing that I also want to highlight is that some of it, again, I'll not name them, but they are charging per minute. And some people who are not aware about it, TRI guidelines actually does not allow them to charge per minute because they are behaving in that way like a telecom provider, and they don't have the licenses to run as a telecom provider because TRI has not given them the rights. So eventually, if it is right now, it is a crisis situation. So TRI is not going to clamp them. But what we have news is that if they do not apply the norms given by DOT and TRI, then they can be able to clamp that. We do not charge our customers on the pay per use or per minute basis. So we charge only on the license costs.
okay. So Atul Bhatia is asking us, can I sync my FB lead ad campaign?
Yes, Atul, you can. We will have to integrate because and when we are talking about Facebook, Facebook has certain privacy restrictions. So we will have to get your, I would say, credentials and then take the API and then integrate, but it is possible, sure.
Okay, guys, any other questions? Do we have any other questions here?
I guess you had unmuted one person and she had some questions, so not sure whether she's still there.
Just a second, let me check. So while ending it, Arijit, we have promised our viewers some offers that you would like to give them because of they've attended our webinar. So do you have any other offers in hand that they can use?
Yeah, so we are offering a free POC to our customers who have joined this webinar. So you can write to support at Techjockey to connect with us.
Yes.
And if you have attended this webinar, we will give you a free POC to experience any of this solution.
That's great.
And let's see your requirement. Based on your requirement, our salespeople can offer some further discount if you know go on with one of the solutions.
Great, great. Guys, if you have any other questions, you can write to us at support@techjockey.com and also call on the number given on your screens. Okay, so we have one more question as well. How it is useful for real estate company? It's from Arun Pandey.
Yeah, you can always explore the solutions from your requirement perspective. We have several real estate companies who are our clients as well. So they use for outbound calling primarily, where they need to explore prospective buyers. Also, they use this kind of a solution for receiving requests. We have not closed a deal, but we are talking about a customer out of Sri Lanka who are exploring a video-based discussion where they are talking to HNI clients. So some situation is not very interesting right now for them to pursue with their HNI clients for investment in their projects. But by doing so, they can have a more, I would say, make them feel more authentic about their solutions and their business. So depending upon your business, you can definitely explore which of the solution is required. But if you have just to make outbound calling, then I would say the second and the last solution, which we were talking about, CZ mobile app, would be very relevant.
He's asking, what about payment solutions?
Payment.
Yeah.
I am not very sure what do you mean by payment. So we, if you are saying that, do we provide online way of collecting invoice, giving invoices and collecting?
Like sell.do.
I am not very sure what is this doing, but if you want to make online payments for usage of licenses, that is always there. We have our payment gateways online available, so you can always do that.
Great.
So
I think that's about it.
I hope it will be. It has been interesting for me. It was very interesting to have a lot of you. And first of all, thanks for your time. And second, the questions were all very interesting. And it looks, makes us feel obvious that you are exploring some solutions like this. So feel forward to connect with us or with Techjockey, and let's take it forward.
Yeah. So guys, we have a lot of webinars lined up for next week as well. Do join us. Follow us on our social media. We are very active, and we'll keep notifying you when and now we have the webinars. We hope to continue this journey together and just make the most of this time that we have, and let's not our businesses suffer. So that's the point. Let's grow together. If you have any other query, please contact us and we'll be happy to help. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you, Arijit, for your time and patience.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you
have
so
a
much.
good day, guys.
You
And
too.
be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.